Welcome to the Step Up game. Our team consists of partners from Portugal, Germany, Croatia, the Netherlands, and Spain. We have been looking forward to sharing our work with you. The game is designed for everyone who is aware of the difficult balance between social and health needs during a pandemic. The recent COVID-19 experiences show that we are dealing with extremes. There were deaths at the beginning of the pandemic, even experts were helpless, and there was no agreement about whether wearing masks made sense. Fear of infection and restrictions prevented many people to meet and take part in community life, and later there was fear of vaccinations and their consequences. Meanwhile, there were conspiracy theories searching for guilty parties, hate speech on the internet, and even physical assaults against people asking to wear a mask. If you have to manage this balance professionally, on a voluntary basis, or privately, this game can help you. This is especially true if you have a lot to do with other people in healthcare, education, or the social sector.
You as the player will be confronted with typical situations during a pandemic. And you are offered insights on early detection, preventive measures, social and healthcare interventions, political measures, and communication towards different stakeholders. You will take a certain role as a professional or volunteer and try to do your job, but always considering what is best in the contradictory circumstances of a pandemic. Sometimes your decisions will be good for health protections, but cost for the social well-being, or vice versa. A bar will show you the impacts of your decision. This is also a casual game. Mini-games are integrated in the scenes. Rewards will be given in diamonds, and they can be used on each of the main service buildings of the island, for example, a primary care center, a hospital, or a nursing home. You will be able to buy new amenities or individual protection items that may help you to contain the virus spread. Finally, as a workshop participant, you will get a certificate that can provide advantages in applications for internships, scholarships, or jobs. Last but not least, we hope that you will also have fun. You can play the game in a chronological order from the outbreak to the end of a pandemic, or you can play it from the single perspective of a specific character. Or you can be adventurous and choose a wild card. This means the game will choose a scene for you to play, and the events will occur randomly.
Peter Johnson is the Health Minister of Step Up Island. Academy, the Academy on Age-Friendly Environments in Gouda, has created her. Rita has been in office for 3 years now. Her background is medical doctor of cardiology. She wants to introduce integrated care on the island and shift to patient-centered care. The Prime Minister is abroad for a health treatment in Asia. He will return in 3 months. In the meantime, Peter takes over the task of the Prime Minister.
Now, meet Rosa Santos. Thanks to Europe in Coimbra, which supports the implementation of inclusive communities, created Rosa. Rosa is a very committed caregiver in a nursing home with 20 years of experience. She loves what she does, is very sweet and dedicated to her residents. She sings and laughs really loud, but is very strict with nonsense or breaking the rules. Rosa is often not very prone to accept change, but once she understands it, she will be the non-official leader of her colleagues. Despite her demanding profession, she always finds time to help out in the neighborhood as well. This came from her rural origins, where everyone knows each other and helps each other as well. When the first cases of COVID-19 emerged, the main concern was how to avoid being infected while still keeping some human contact with the residents.
Here comes Francis Nelson, introduced by the Croatian Institute of Public Health, a key stakeholder in dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. Francis is an epidemiologist who has dedicated his whole career to public health, and for the last 15 years has been working for the National Institute of Public Health. He is a humanitarian who believes that human beings, irrespective of where they live, have the right to have access to the best quality medical care. As a student in medical school, he was always involved in public health campaigns. He believed in community health and strived to make changes, always caring about the health and well-being of people. Now at the national level, he is head of the Department of Epidemiology of Infectious Diseases. With the arrival of the virus, Francis and his team are faced with the task of taking the necessary steps.
Katharina is a volunteer and has been created by ISIS Institute in Frankfurt am Main, a specialist in the promotion of social participation of older people. Katharina is a former biology teacher. She loved her work a lot and missed it after retirement. Her two grandchildren are teenagers and not fond of being cared for by their granny anymore. She's fit and healthy and has a good income. Recently, she detected that many people in her quarter seem to have loneliness issues and started a campaign, "Everybody has something to give." This initiative attracted many older and younger people. They have created a number of regular offers to enrich community life. According to their motto, it is taken care of that everybody, and be it the frailest old person, is contributing.
Finally, meet Dr. Pedro Jimenez. He has been developed in Barcelona by Wise Angle, experienced in enhancing innovation processes. Pedro is a peaceful, friendly, and respected family man. He has spent his entire career by working for a care center in the capital's historical neighborhood, which is also unfortunately known as a deprived residential area. He is now manager of this primary care center and responsible for preventing the spread of the virus and the contagion of professionals. In its neighborhood, some of the relevant issues are a high number of vulnerable patients isolated at home, a high rate of ethnic minority members, and many low-qualified workers who cannot telework and are forced to get in direct contact with others.
To get further information, visit our learning platform with the game, the workshop curriculum, and a manual for policymakers by clicking the link below.
The workshop gives you the opportunity to discuss the problems that the game characters must solve with your colleagues and jointly reflect on it. So now get started! Meet the challenge and try to balance social and health needs.
Much success! Enjoy playing the game!